Ariadre never expected that the last thing her mother would ever say to her would lead her to a mysterious manor in the middle of the woods. Desperate and alone, she finds herself at the mercy of the people that live there. She quickly learns it is not just any manor, but a school for girls that teaches weaponry. With nowhere else to go, Ariadre decides to enroll in the school. But as time goes on and a darkness creeps in from the forest, people are disappearing without a trace, vicious animal packs are growing, and strange markings are appearing on the trees. Can Ariadre unravel the secrets of the manor and find the source of the darkness? And can she unlock the power of the fire rose and save her friends before it is too late?
Well, hello, unicorns. Consider me in a chokehold. Your girl is in love with this story. I was not ready. Y'all didn't prepare me for Ari. So much fun reading this story. The whimsy, adventure, the gardens. There's a man! Ari is such a fascinating character. A quiet confidence and strength. Even among the other young women that are at this manor, she stands above them because she is such a curiosity and strength of character and integrity that really goes beyond what the expectations of those that are teaching her. So she is learning to be a warrior, in fact, a huntress. I just love the found family aspect, the mystery. She is trying to figure out what's really going on at the manor, and there's secrets to be revealed. And the person that runs this manor, they call her Grandma. Grandma ain't what she seemed. Grandma got some history, okay? And I have some ideas about where Grandma is and what she is not, and I really love the setting. Recently finished reading The Secret Garden, right? And I absolutely loved it. I feel like this is inspired by The Secret Garden because the amount of garden descriptions and flowers, like what? I didn't even know this many classifications of flowers existed. Okay, Chrissie with her botanical degree, go off, sis. I'm about halfway through. I literally could have kept reading, but I was falling asleep. I had the entire day. I probably would have finished this in one day. Good. The pacing is so good. Other plot points that are happening, and there's so much that's driving the plot forward into who Ari really is. And then the magic in this world, these terrible and semi-horrifying magical creatures in the forest that's just outside the manor. And then you have the magical creatures that live in the trees that look over and are like the guardians of the manor and the surrounding villages. What? Like, what's going on? The fire rose? What? Like, I need to know. Which I feel like there's a big plot twist coming. Like, I feel it building, but I don't know into which direction. I am so excited about it. This is my kind of fairy tale. Like, writing in this is so good, and it's not overly lyrical. And I love lyrical or purple prose, but I can appreciate when an author allows their distinct voice to come through without sacrificing sentence structure or world building. I am blown away. And if it ends in, like I think it might end, very high star rating. Kristi, go off, sis. And another thing that I really loved about it was the fact that these young women, especially Ari, they are allowed to embrace their femininity. Like, they're warriors, they're hunters. Ari is a beast when it comes to her arrow and her knife skills. Okay, slicing and dicing. But also, like, wearing ball gowns and going to balls and having flowers and being a girl and dancing and laughing and writing poetry and playing instruments and reading. And it's just such a beautiful expression of femininity. What is presented in this book is a picture of a godly woman and what that means to be in community with other godly women. Love is not forbidden in this world either. There are characters that have fallen in love and are married, and they work together. They fight alongside each other to protect the manor. It is very tempered. There is a man. This is definitely going to be one of my favorites for this year. And don't you just love it when a book totally surprises you? Ari in a Chokehold City. Okay, so we're getting to the thick of it now, and I'm unwell. I'm so glad I'm here. I love it here. I love it here. I totally forgot about the warrior character. If you know, you know. And I'm thinking everybody, giggling because of other plot points. No spoilers, no spoilers. I ain't gonna do spoilers. But no, they giggling because there's a man at dinner. But what he says to Ari, what? That's implying that you know who I am. That's implying that you remember more. That's implying, were you trying to track me down? That's implying, were you here to save me or am I here to save you? Kristi has done such a wonderful, amazing job of continuing the plot forward, because usually the plot goes from A to B to C to D, but she introduces so many different plot points. I don't see none of it coming. This is a fairy tale story that I needed, but I just needed to convey how happy I am reading this story. I'm halfway through. I don't understand you. Let me bring you clarity.
I just read a couple more chapters, slow walking this book. I really don't want to leave this world. And I want to continue to experience this beautiful, mysterious, thought-provoking story. I just finished reading chapter 41, or maybe 41. It's my favorite chapter I've read so far. Ari has a conversation, and in this conversation there was so much truth spoken, so much insight into her current circumstances, the inner workings of her heart, so much insight into where she is as a person. After reading that chapter, this book is already at a 5-star read for me. It just has such a beautiful quality to it. I've been reading a couple chapters a day because I don't want the story to end. So fortunately, there's more books to come. But I finished it. 5 stars. This book exceeded my expectations. I had so much fun reading Ariadre and the Legend of the Fire Rose. It's one of those stories that literally sweeps you away into a world that you didn't know you wanted to be a part of. Wonderful story. And for a fantasy story, the scale was not overwhelming. This is a really great book to read if you are interested in dipping your toe into fantastical stories. Objectively, this has all of the elements of world building, magical characters, fantastical elements, and furthermore, it has amazing faith allegory. Certain aspects of the magic of this world, how it operates, the parameters around it. I don't want to get into it too much because to explain more would be to spoil it, but I was going to encourage you to read it. 5-star reading experience for me. I highly recommend this book. I am super duper excited to continue in the series. I talked to Chrissie because I had to let her know, girl, I hit her in the DM, girl, because we need to talk. There will be more books in this series, so I'm not left hanging off of a cliff, but it does have a solid ending. Everything is resolved, but there are aspects of the story that it can grow upon. The main character, Ariadre, was so strong and brave, and I love the found family trope and the overall theme being a daughter of the Most High, what it means to be redeemed, what it means to have a second chance, what it means to be truly delivered and set free and made new and given a new start through Christ Jesus. And that was the theme I saw through the whole book. It definitely gave me that wistress type of feeling, not in type of story or scale, but in the enjoyment and the excitement of reading the story. This definitely is going to be one of my favorites of 2025, and it just might end up on my top 10, if not an honorable mention. It blew me away. I'm not gonna hold you. It's not told on a big epic scale. It's not an epic high fantasy. The type of story that is set up to be, it exceeds in that framework, and that is what is so impressive. Writing is beautiful. I just love reading this book so much. Kristi, if you're watching, may your words continue to salt the earth. This story was absolutely amazing. Thank you for sharing it with the world. Truly, the Lord gave you this story and sparked your imagination, and the love you have for the Lord is reflected in this story. The love you have for people is as well, and I hear your heart. It's beautiful to read on page, and I'm super excited, and thank you for writing this amazing story. I really needed this story at this time. Highly recommend this book. Annotated. If you read Ariadre and the Legend of the Fire Rose, let's chat about it in the comments down below. May the Lord bless and keep you. May his face shine upon you, give you hope and peace for the days and the times ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.